Give me some of that long. Hard. Rock, what kind of show do you think this is?
It's a show about me, right?
Really? Classic rock, hard rock, and heavy metal from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Plus, stick around for Plug-In, where we support independent artists one song at a time. Take it like a man from a woman who knows music. It's time for RockGasms with Jenn.
And John.
Oh, whatever.
Really?
Yes, really.
Whatever.
Fine, you're such a baby. Madness isn't just reserved for the midnight hours. We're about to prove for the next 2 hours right here on RockGasms with me, your 5'2", dipped in chocolate fondue host, Jenn Mitchell.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
And joining me once again is my 5'6" ginger pixie stick, Sir John Bisaha, lead vocalist of the Babies and former James Brown Witness Protection Program escapee.
You never know what you're going to get.
How's it been hanging, John?
It's been hanging great, Jen. How are you this fine day?
I'm going to try to refrain as much as I can throughout the show to not giggle as much. I don't know if that's going to work, though, with you, because you're kind of a bear poker.
Do I need to get duct tape for just not laughing? Or, just a straight duct tape thing today? Or, are we going to have the lip shackles? Or what are we going to do? Are we going to blow eardrums today? What's happening?
Explain to me what a lip shackle is.
I don't know. I just made that thing up. But, the best thing I could have said from back in the day from a lip shackle would have been like a clothespin, or something like that. That would be a modern-day lip shackle.
I'm not a smart man.
No, that's more like the white trash version of a lip shackle would be.
Well, gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm not
You gotta shackle them lips, you know what I mean?
smart man.
Thank you very much.
I'd love to continue to discuss lip shackling with you.
I thought you said we were...
I'm not
I'm not gonna be,
smart man.
digressing today. I'm gonna tone it down right now, so...
We was like family, Jenny and me.
I'm sorry,
I'll leave you
everybody. John happens to have the spirit of Forrest Gump running through him today for some reason. And
I don't know why.
Will you marry me?
I don't want to know why.
I'd make a good husband, Jenny.
I don't know if it's because you've been around pygmy goats for too long or what you've been doing, but
I'm in the country.
But you won't marry me. Why don't you love me, Jenny?
Maybe that's what it is.
Questionable activities with them, some of them illegal in certain states, but I'm going to digress there because we have a ton of announcements and breaking news to discuss throughout today's show, don't we, John?
With guitar virtuosos T.D. Clark and Xander Demus.
Demus, huh? You've given him a little swagger in his name.
Demus. I like that. It's very cool.
Demus.
I'm not going to butcher that one.
No, but I butchered it not once but twice when he came back on again, so I got it right today. I'll get it right today.
I'm
not a smart man.
I'm 1 for 3 right now, so that's awesome.
Jenny?
We've got new show sponsors, new partnerships, and a whole lot more.
You don't sound very excited about that. That sounded very militant on your end. Do you have a gun in your hand? Or?
We have a big show today. We've got to get going.
Jenny?
There's also going to be a few surprises now. I alluded to this last week with you, John. On the show this week, which will buzz through ye old Pygmy Studios here in Utah, Idaho, just for you, John. I decided to call us Pygmy Studios because everything in here is small, and I do mean everything.
It's an unfortunate, anyway.
I'm just fine with the fact that I'm hung like a gnat.
Yep. All I can say is this. I've been plotting this for weeks. I'm one exhausted pygmy wrangler here. I think it's time for us to just cut to a song so I can grab a quick cat nap or goat nap. I'm sure that's probably what you prefer before we bring out our first guest.
What are you, a gout?
I said a goat nap.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's getting gout on RockGasms today. I know
Okay.
that probably disappoints you.
It's time for Bisaha's Block of Classic Rock.
Hello, friends. Welcome to this week's segment of Bisaha's Block of Classic Rock. I'm John Bisaha, and for the next few minutes, I'm going to take you down memory lane to a few of my favorite classic rock tunes from the 70s and 80s and sometimes 90s. Last week, we had a little bit of a theme because I had just come back from my little witness protection program that Jenn fabricated for me, and
We interrupt Bisaha's Block of Classic Rock, and he was put in the witness protection program because we were receiving voicemails like this.
Hey, I heard what you said, wee man. I got my eye on you.
And now back to Bisaha's Block of Classic Rock. Let's see how this shakes out.
So this week, I was going to try to do a theme, and then, I just came up with these 3 tunes right off the top of my head. I had no particular theme I was going for, but at the end of the day, there is a theme. With that said, we're just going to roll forward. First song right out of the chute, The Cars, my best friend's girl. I love that song.
So very sorry to interrupt Bisaha's block of classic rock, but they called back.
Oh, what? You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me?
Apparently, John just didn't get that message. Now back to Bisaha's block of classic rock.
I'm going to take a little bit of a break right now and turn it over to Jenn, who will give you all the World Medal Report. Then after that, we'll tie up the loose end and find out if I really had a theme to this whole madness after all.
Oh, John. See, I don't have the World Medal Report ready to go as of yet. That's coming up in a little bit. However, I did receive yet another message for you on our hotline. Have you figured out your mystery call-in guest today, John?
You talking to me? There ain't nobody else here. You must be talking to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Anyone can call it at 976-GOAT or at 976-JOHN. And speaking of the man of the hour, I now return you to John with Bisaha's block of classic rock.
Well, that just about does it for another segment of Bisaha's block of classic rock.
Oh, not yet, John. We haven't gotten to the grand finale yet, but we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1.
Now here's the real deal. You ginger inbred short round half pint short little son of a Sniper 1, you 0.
And I have to say I completely agree because you never mess with a man whose nickname is Sniper. But I have a feeling John just can't help himself, so next week Sniper's going to be joining us on the show. He's with the band 3D In Your Face, and I think they're just going to have to settle the score then. 3 times the rock.
3 times the gasms. Yeah.
Now I just mentioned some key words here. Striper, blow, and cold blood. And I assure you this was no coincidence. You may notice that my favorite 5'6" ginger pixie stick, John Bisaha, is noticeably missing from the show right now. I may have blown it prematurely in kick style when I referred to him as a witness protection program escapee, but you know what? I think all of those voicemails